Horoscope for Gemini, Thursday, 9 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. Today, Gemini, the universe gives you an opportunity for growth. There is a necessary friction in the environment, but also a breath of energy that drives you to act. The sun, in square with the moon, requires you to balance what you feel with what you project to the outside. But the moon in trigon with Venus and Mercury in sextile with Uranus offer a creative spark, as if the cosmos were tracing invisible paths between what you imagine and what you can accomplish. You feel that feeling that there is something that has to change, but also a lightness that tells you, you can do it. Gemini, the body that harbors your spirit, is your starting point. Today, with your sign in House 1, where you are born and move, energy flows like a river of curiosity. Your hands vibrate wanting to touch, your mind jumps from idea to idea, and your stomach grunts for a coffee or something spicy. It is a day to move, not to stand still, because your Gemini nature is nourished by encouragement. Imagine a Gemini walking down the street, waving at strangers with a smile, stopping to see an art exhibition or reading a book while having coffee. That's the energy the cosmos is asking you to channel today. In the professional sphere, today the moon in the House 8, transformations and shared resources, invites you to review what you share. If you have a team project or a labor alliance, it's time to make sure the targets are aligned. The moon in opposition to Jupiter expansion could bring challenges in group decisions, such as a project that seems to have too many directions. But Mercury in the 10th house, race, and Mars in the same house are an explosive combination. You have the mind and the energy to lead. You can give yourself this situation. You are in an important meeting, and suddenly your boss asks you to present a critical report. Mercury in House 10 gives you the clarity to organize your ideas, while Mars gives you the strength to defend them safely. Jupiter in House 2, resources, also plays in your favor. It's a day to review budgets, ask for a raise, or invest in something that generates growth. If you feel nervous, remember that the squaring of the sun with Jupiter asks you not to be carried away by excessive ambition. Keep your feet on the ground, but don't be afraid to ask for what you deserve. Today, Gemini, your body asks for variety. As Scorpio occupies your House 6, routines and health, the cosmos suggests an internal cleansing. You may wake up wanting to cook something new, try an exercise you haven't done in weeks, or replace that fast food with a fruit shake. There are no active planets in this sector, but Scorpio's energy in House 6 drives you to transform habits, even the most basic. You can give yourself this situation. You get up and decide to walk to work instead of taking the car. Fresh air activates your mind, and when you arrive, prepare a green tea with a slice of lemon. It's a small gesture, but Scorpius in House 6 makes it a purification ritual. If you feel fatigue, don't ignore it. Today your body needs balance between action and rest. A sunset walk or relaxing bath can be the key to recharge energy. Today, Gemini, the bonds you care about are under the magnifying glass. The moon in the House 8, deep relationships, and Saturn and Neptune in the House 11, friends and groups, suggest that it is a day to heal ancient wounds or redefine boundaries. If there is a friend or colleague who always asks you for favors, today you must say no with kindness. The quadrature between Venus and Pluto can also manifest itself as an obsession in love, or as a desire to control the relationship. Imagine this moment. You are with someone who appreciates you, but you feel that the conversation is repeated. Neptune in the 11th house makes you see that ambiguity is sometimes necessary, but Saturn reminds you that bonds require clarity. A message on WhatsApp that does not respond or a friend who shows himself distant is not a rejection, but an opportunity to reevaluate what you need. With Libra in the House 5, romance, today is a good day to plan a quiet date, something where the emotional connection flows without pressure. Today, Gemini, your mind is an abyss of possibilities. Venus in the 12th house, intuition and creativity, and Uranus in the same house offer you brilliant ideas, but also the temptation to disperse. Pluto at home 9, travel and philosophy, asks you to delve into something you thought was simple, perhaps a book, a podcast, or an online course. The quadrature between Venus and Pluto can manifest itself as a creative blockade, but with Mercury in house 10, it is time to transform those thoughts into concrete projects. You can give yourself this situation. You're on your desk, trying to write an important email, but your mind goes 100 kilometers per hour. Take advantage of this chaos to point out ideas in a notebook, and then prioritize the most important ones. I read in House 3, communication, gives you confidence to express yourself, but Neptune in House 12 warns you, don't waste time on baseless theories. Today, the revelation you're looking for is in the simple: a dialogue with a mentor, a book you gave up, or a journey you just need to imagine. If today you feel you need to do a ritual, I propose one of empowerment, inspired by the trine between the Moon and Venus. Place a bowl of water and 3 drops of lemon in a corner of your desk, and add a twig of dried rosemary. This water will represent the purification of your intentions. Leave the bowl there during the day, and at the end, carefully empty it into a sink while thanking Venus for the emotional clarity she has brought. Then wash the bowl and save it for another day. This ritual symbolizes how the universe helps you balance what you feel with what you express. For today, I propose the pale pink color, a tonality that evokes the delicacy of Venus and the depth of Scorpio in your house 6. If you have a t-shirt, handkerchief, or even a glass with this shadow, use it as a reminder that today is not all about action, but also about subtle emotions. The pale rose reminds you that it is valid to feel, question, and heal. If you don't have an object with this color, don't worry. The important thing is the intention to balance your mind and body. Today, you will discover that the energy of the universe not only asks you to act, but also teaches you to balance. Trust that, even if there are tensions, everything you feel today has a race and dare. Have a nice day, dear Gemini. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.